us, then they captured. Took away our names, they destroyed our statues. Did you see the ancient hieroglyphs? Did you catch the Olmec statues?
Yo. We live. Peace, love, and light. It's your brother Nutter Nature, also known as Nine Ether, with a powerful episode. All right, I'm gonna be ending this season off powerful. Okay, with me I got the young God JD in the building.
Words,
We getting ready
words.
to build. It's been a minute since he been on her. Go ahead, and let him know what you been up to, God.
Man, I got my barbering business. I've been locked in, just cutting hair and focusing on my business and focusing on myself internally, spiritually, mentally, physically, and just trying to remain steadfast with my goals and just my journey in life. Yes,
Facts. I
sir.
like
Yes,
that.
sir.
I like that. So it's been a minute since I did some mathematics of the day.
Yes, sir.
Mathematics of the day being June 12th. Simple mathematics at today's date, that's 1 plus 2. That gets us to 3. That gets us to understanding, overstanding, understanding. So me and my brother today is going to try to get some type of understanding, overstanding, understanding to what's going on. So hopefully my viewers can get some understanding, overstanding, understanding. But before I get into it, what was that you did you was just telling me about that? The jury?
The cuz I literally, I be doing my mantras or whatever. You feel me? So I was meditating. I got myself in a deep trance, bro. I went to sleep and I just allowed myself to get in a certain trance, and I was seeing I had like a vision. I heard the word. I heard the word in my head, and I knew exactly how it was spelled.
Mm,
DJER, and I seen like it was like some tall husky ass dude, like a tall black husky ass dude, like with beads on and stuff, and and the only thing that came to my mind was like the Dogon tribe for some reason. That's the only thing that came
mm.
to my mind. And I woke up and I searched up the meaning of the word DJER, and it said it was like the name of a pharaoh or something. I swear to God, bro. No doubt.
That shit dope as hell. Cause I heard of the Jedi. I heard of the Jedi, but it's pronounced what's that, the Orgon?
Hell yes, we're going right here.
Bro. I keep me my Orgon inside for sure.
Gotta cleanse them the radiation, that radiation and stuff.
Yeah. That and Shungite, I say is the best. Organite and Shungite, one of the two best things you could get to, what I'm saying, throw off that EMF radiation so it won't fuck you up as it does, you know what I'm saying? Absorb the negative, harmful EMF radiation. Shungite Elite to be exact, that's the best one, you know what I'm saying? Because that purify the water too. But that's crazy with the Dejer. So how you pronounce it? It's like Dejer.
I call it just like the jerk, just jerk like how you would say like the jed. I just call it
Right, yeah, I was just
yeah.
finna say because the J got the D in front of the J too.
That that's that it's I forgot what it was. They had on the hieroglyphs and stuff.
You
They
talking
had
about
it
the
on
Jedi Unk?
the jed. Yeah, they had it on the hieroglyphs.
Yeah, I think Billy Carson was talking about that shit. I remember
They,
that shit. He's talking about how they like, how like it was able to make them portal shift or something like that. They was using that Jedi Unk to portal shift or something like
open
that.
them portals, them gateways, them vortexes, boy. And that I feel
Uh,
like that could lead us into the conversation with the extraterrestrial UFO sighting that happened in Las Vegas the other day. You feel me? The vortex,
mm,
the portals, and me personally, I wanted to touch on that because I know for a fact they wasn't capping what they saw. You know what I'm saying? They saw lights in the sky. And they said they saw 10-foot beings, whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
And
So you think
man,
they seen the grays?
they possibly could have. I mean, the grades really is a variety of them. You feel me? They come
Right.
in multiple forms. You feel what I'm saying? Extraterrestrial life forms. They only gonna present themselves to beings, certain people when they want to be seen. You feel me? They
Right.
grays, it could be certain extraterrestrials that's monitoring you, and you not even aware of it. You feel what I'm saying? And they know how to wipe motherfuckers' memory clean. You feel me? That's why.
The
Uh,
the Watchers, you know know the Book of Enoch talk about the Watchers.
yeah, the watches. Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing about them. I remember hearing about them.
They supposedly extraterrestrials that was sent to watch over the human race, but it's still no.
How I look at it, I feel like we being watched at all moments, even any subtle action we do. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Hell yeah.
consciousness has no firewalls, bro. If the government know about this shit, that they call it remote viewing, all that shit. That shit real. You
It's
know,
really our higher selves watching us low key. Like it be our higher self watching us anytime we do some goofy shit.
hell
Be
yeah,
letting us know, like, nigga, you shouldn't have done that shit. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you say that? You know you supposed to be doing better than that type shit. It be that higher consciousness.
I done definitely, I feel like my higher self put me in certain situations, you know, that I thought I overcame in my life. They put me in a situation again to see what my mind was, and I definitely still got a lot to learn, bro. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
that's just what come with having just going upon this journey and having this human experience. Whatever, you feel me? And like
Facts.
that's what makes humanity humanity. Humanity is flawed in itself. You feel what I'm saying?
It
So
is.
there's no perfect. The only perfection is internally. You know what I'm saying? That's called alchemy. You feel what I'm saying?
Indeed. That makes a lot of sense. Because it's an actual ancient saying in like an Eastern society. I don't know if it was Asiatic or African, but it goes, a day you did not learn something is a day you did not live. Basically entailing like we had 24 hours of the day or what, however many hours you say it's in a day, you put on this earth to learn. You know what I'm saying? We all souls having a human experience, so it's like we trying to basically learn and gaining memory, gaining wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to the collective consciousness, the collective mind, shit like that. So that's real. That's real shit. But
Yeah.
no, so with them UFOs,
I
because me and Gito was talking about this shit too, because he was basically saying he think the mothership that they talking about, because the Pentagon talking about it's supposedly they said it supposedly could be a mothership above our solar system that could be sending smaller probes to Earth.
mm-hmm.
So Gito say in accordance to the ancient text, that kind of lined up with Nibiru. Because I was asking him, do you think it's Blue Beam or not? Because you remember Blue Beam, right?
Yeah, I'm on Blue Man.
Yeah, where they could basically fake a lot of different shit, make shit seem real in the actual flesh. So it's
I
like, I
I'm gonna put
don't
it like
know.
this: UFOs been cloaking themselves well past 1952, bro. Search up
Mm-hmm.
a PDF file, listen to FBI documents, all that shit, man, the government documents, whatever. It's online. You can pretty much find anything online. It's called Project Blue Book. They talk about all the UFO sightings seen through like 1952 through 1962 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Probably longer than that, but it's been over damn near 100,000 fucking UFO sightings. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah,
That's why they just fake had to admit that shit not too long ago.
I feel like over time they started cloaking themselves more due to the technology being placed. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want certain things being exposed. Uh, but I feel like they starting, and it's the same shit, bro. Yusuf was talking about. You know what I'm saying? He said they gonna start revealing themselves more to extraterrestrials and stuff. You know what I'm saying? 100 though, I ain't gonna lie. When I think about extraterrestrial, bro, we like that on one and the same, bro. Cause
That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. I feel like they try to program us to make us think all extraterrestrials is the grays. They
yeah,
only show us the grays on movies and shit, but except for it's a movie called The Man That Fell to Earth. That was basically talking about a black extraterrestrial. Damn near, you feel me? A black Anunnaki being or some shit like that. But that's the only one I could think of where they basically show a black extraterrestrial. They got us thinking big eyed, big
yeah,
head, gray motherfuckers. And that's an actual extraterrestrial, but they call it the grays.
yeah.
When you
It
get
come
into
in different forms.
classification.
You could look at certain deities, folks, like God shit is extraterrestrials. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, like, like even Allah. You feel what I'm saying? That could be a form of extraterrestrial energy. You feel what I'm saying? Because talk about the mothership. You know what I'm saying? The Honorable Prophet Elijah Muhammad. We talk about the mothership. You feel me?
Yeah.
And over the 2 years, I seen I seen I seen like five shooting stars or UFOs, what do you want to call it? I call them I call them shooting stars. You know what I'm saying? But they might be light ships or whatever. Cause what they were seeing, that's why I knew they weren't tweaking when they was talking about they saw lights in the sky or whatever. Cause if you see something in the sky and it's metal, if it's a flying saucer or something, that's not a extraterrestrial. That's some government. That's something from the military. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They want you to think no extraterrestrials. You know what I'm saying? Outside space and time, these interdimensional beings. They travel in light ships, bro. You feel?
I think I fuck around seeing a light ship one time. I don't know if it was with you or what, but I think we was on band lab or something, and then you had seen some shit. I'm recording. You look up in the sky. You say you seen some shit. Then I look up. We both seen that shit again, and then I end
Yeah,
up putting that shit in the song too, bro. I forgot.
yeah. I forgot what he said. Fuck.
Damn, what song? You
Bro
damn near
just
gotta drop
came
that
up in the
bitch.
sky and it disappeared. Oh,
Oh
fuck up.
God, you gotta drop that shit.
Yeah. I But yeah, man, I'm like the day before my niece was born, bro. I seen another shooting star. The day before my niece was born, I seen a shooting star in Wisconsin. Gazing the star, and it's like it wanted to show itself to me. And
Mm.
I remember, and when they come, this how you know it was them a light ship, a Merkaba, a extraterrestrial, whatever you want to call it. They come, say this to start, a airplane or something go slow. The stop, you feel
Hell yeah.
what I'm saying? It'll go fast as hell, bro. You know what I'm
Hell yeah. That
saying?
shit. I ain't gonna lie, I think damn near everybody done seen some crazy shit in the skies now. Like even Zay and Gito seen like a. I remember they told me they both seen like a blue beam in the sky. They both seen that shit at the same time. So yo, my bad. I just got a call.
Tight shit. It'd be
But
like,
uh, but yeah, Zay and Gito end up seeing a motherfucking seeing a blue beam in the sky and shit before. This before even I even seen some shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Then you get to seeing all type of weird shit in the sky, especially off the shrooms. I feel like I ain't even gonna get into the shrooms because I want to touch on what you said with you said gods are extraterrestrial, and that makes perfect sense because when extraterrestrial, that by definition it just means outer Earth. So anything
yeah,
existing out of this Earth. So when we look at like you said in Islam, Allah would be considered extraterrestrial. In Christianity, they say Jesus or yeah, I think they say Jesus gonna come down or whatever. So that would consider him being an extraterrestrial. Even in the book of Enoch, which was taken out of the actual Bible, they talk about nothing but extraterrestrials. They're talking about fallen angels, which was called the Watchers to watch the earth. So by them being angels outside of this earth, they would have to be extraterrestrial, basically. So basically, just God itself would have to be an extraterrestrial. That's
yeah,
crazy.
this, they say this Earth is they say the Creator ain't got nothing to do with the creation of this physical realm.
Right? You talking about the demigods?
Yeah, they say the Creator ain't got nothing to do with this
Right,
physical realm, the universe parameter. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They say this is a false creation. You know what I'm saying? This is dense matter. You know what I'm saying? We think of gods, we think of the light waves, light photons and stuff.
That's
Uh,
crazy though when you think about it. Because if we really going off mythology, we have to accept that. Because that shit that's talked about even in Kemet and even before Kemet with the Sumerian shit. That's a lot to think about. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, yeah,
That's a
man. And,
that's a
and
lot to think about.
just knowing that all right, consciousness is universal, bro. You know, it's the consciousness in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like even with trees have a consciousness and shit. Anything you could give, even immaterial, even like in the Hopi prophecies, Hopi Kachinas you know about the Kachinas, whatever. Like the Hopis, they say, yeah, even Native Americans, like certain inanimate objects, you could give something to consciousness. It's all based off your mind, bro. You
Mm,
feel what I'm saying? And you could create thought forms for yourself. Like when you keep feeding a certain negative thought, you giving that thought life, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
facts.
That's why
Facts.
it's good to wake up in the morning and have a certain set of affirmations that could, you know what I'm saying, that could think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You keep having these good thoughts, these positive thoughts, you know, throughout the day. That's because you program them thoughts to take place, and you speaking it into existence. You know what I'm saying? So your thoughts have its own consciousness. You create certain positive thought forms around you. You know, uh, and your consciousness has no firewalls. You know what I'm saying? So consciousness can be hacked, and reprogrammed. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm always going about different ways to program my subconscious mind, bro. You know, just by like certain things, like changing
Mm,
certain habits in my life, like you know, smoking, drinking, and stuff like that. You know, even though these things they not bad unless you make them. Like it's all moderation, bro. But at the
facts.
same time, uh, everything is the universe is mental. The mind is all, bro. You feel what I'm saying? One one
Yeah.
one person's one person's devil might be another person's God. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Everything is based off perception, bro. And the first law of nature is perseverance. You know?
Mm. I like that. I like what you said a little bit before that about like giving negative thoughts power, because that's real shit. I experienced that even in my own reality. It's kind of like planting a seed and then you just watering the seed. You
Yeah.
feel me? By continually thinking that, and it grows and ends up manifesting into your life. Like even back in the day when I used to ride around and shit with my homies, it'll be crazy because like we'll see police, even though police might not even be thinking about us, but in our head we think the police thinking about us. So we
Think
see
about it.
police, we get paranoid and shit. We oh shit, woo woo, do this, hide that. Then they end up getting behind us, pulling us over, stretching us out. But in reality, it's kind of like we manifesting that just by
Manifest that shit. I
you.
think nothing about that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we watering that plant. Like, yeah, it's unlimited possibilities in this universe. And then you pick that
Yeah.
one possibility and make that one possibility stronger by
It's
just,
like
you feel me, concentrating on that shit. And then I peeped that when I got out of that shit and started realizing exactly that point that we really create our realities to a large extent. And it's like nowadays, like I haven't really been getting pulled over like that. Like, yeah, I had some fucked up things happen. But at the end of the day, when I see police, I don't worry about them. And I say 9 times out of 10, I don't get pulled over because I'm not worried about them. Like if people, once you start worrying about them, you attracting them to you. Like especially if you got antennas in your hair. So now
yeah.
you
Yeah.
like you over attracting their ass to you. It's like you need to really not worry about them, and that goes with everything. Like we
Yeah.
really plant them seeds. And then whichever seed we choose to water the most, that's what's gonna end up manifesting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. We pulling them thought forms down when you know pulling that energy down from the ether for when you think about that shit. And the more people that focus on a certain goal or a certain thought, you know what I'm saying, the quicker it manifests, bro. I got this quote from the Bible or whatever up on my wall, and it's some true shit. Said, "As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man chooseth, so is he." You feel?
Mm.
Know that ye are gods. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love I love the Bible, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like
Like I ain't no Christian folk. Like you know what I'm
it's
saying?
crazy how non-Christians understand the Bible more than Christians understand that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
and
Christians
you
think,
you more into Islam too, ain't you?
yes sir, yes
And
sir.
I'm sure you damn near understand the actual Bible more than some
Yeah.
Christians. So it's like,
But I know that all religions or whatever come from the is it called the Torah or something? It's called something. All
The
religions come from
Torah.
one. I might be tweaking. I might be
Nah,
tweaking.
nah, I don't think it's the Torah. If
Not the
anything,
Torah.
I would say they all come from
That was the
honestly,
Torah.
I believe all religions is mythologies, but it's mythologies put together to the point because mythologies is true to a certain extent. They just call it mythologies, labeling them myths. But you got to remember, everything happened in the spiritual before it happened in the physical. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then when you look at all religions, especially Christianity, but it has Sumerian mythology in there, African mythology in there, Hindu mythology in there, and all these mythologies was here before the religion was made. That's what we gotta remember. So like Hindu mythology, Sumerian mythology, and African mythology was here before religions were made, and those religions contain bits and pieces of those mythologies. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't never put my eggs in one basket. I practice certain principles and disciplines of Islam. Uh,
I self law and master,
yes,
or
sir.
I self Lord and master,
Lord
and
and
it.
Master, I
And
shall
I
law.
love that. Before you get into it, I love Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Long live Dr.
To
Khalid
the voice
Muhammad. He
of
the first
God,
one
to the
that really put me on
godly
that
and
shit. It was, I
divine
believe it's a
leader
video
within
on
that
YouTube.
would
It's a lecture
direct
of
us
Dr.
on the
Khalid
straight
Muhammad
path,
back in
the
like the
path that
90s.
would lead
And
to
the
health,
lecture is titled
happiness,
I Self
success,
Lord and
love,
Master. And then
prosperity.
I'm thinking, I'm like, damn. So certain people, so like that gave me a different perception of Islam as a whole, especially getting into Elijah Muhammad. You feel me? All of his teachings. But go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely made in the image of God, man. I see God. I see God when I look in the mirror. That's my image of God. You know what I'm saying,
Mm,
bro? It ain't much of a no narcissist thing. It's just not being like with Christians and like you said, how we interpret the Bible differently. Christians usually they 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 read the Bible from a fifth perspective.
mm. You say
Most
from a
of
what
them
perspective?
a fifth perspective.
Right.
Like
Oh,
oh,
right.
I'm,
Cause
I'm
they
gonna go
say,
to hell. Ooh.
right.
First of all, it's all based upon your consciousness, your thoughts. You feel me? And I don't argue with Christians. I don't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But cause at the end of the day, everything is perception, and you
Mm-hmm.
can't telling somebody, bro, hell and heaven is all based off your mind. You could be in a hell state, heaven state, depending on your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? They might look at
Facts.
you like you crazy and shit. They get a certain cognitive dissonance or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But all of this and all of this like religions and stuff, you could ain't nothing wrong with religion, bro. But you just gotta get what you can from it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's beneficial to your holistic growth as a a spirit living in a vessel, a flesh. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That's why I like digging into different religions. Like mainly the last one I was digging into was Hinduism. Hinduism is so cold. And then know that caste system, that's dope.
Yeah, yeah.
That's dope. But that Hinduism so cold, I ain't gonna lie. And people throw that out because of the caste system that come with Hinduism. But when you study Hinduism, that caste system come later on actually. Like that wasn't an actual or original practice of the Asiatics over there, which we call Hindus. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't an
Yeah.
actual practice. Other than that, the caste system come later on. But Hinduism code, I like some aspects of Islam, even Christianity. Like it's some like I say, it's you feel me? They all doing the same shit. And then that's my favorite analogy. So let's say it's four homeless women on the street, right? One homeless woman don't believe in God, or she don't believe in religion. She just believe in the ultimate creator, right? The other homeless woman is a Muslim, the other one is a Christian, and the other one is Jewish, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
come along, I'm walking on the street. I don't believe in none of they specific deities, but I do believe in a creator of all, a primal creator, but I don't believe in none of their specific deities, right? But I choose to give each of them out my pocket $20. The
Yeah.
Christian has been begging Jesus to help, to like have somebody bring her some money. The Muslim was begging Allah for somebody to bring her some money, and the
Yeah.
Jewish person was begging what they Yeshua, not Yeshua, don't tell me, Yahweh, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
yeah, Yahweh. So the Jewish person begging Yahweh to bring her something, and then the other person not begging no deity, just saying in her mind, somebody's gonna bring me some money, and I give all of them some money. What deity, which particular deity would be considered the one true deity?
Your subconscious mind.
Exactly. Like, like that's really what it boiled down to. Cause it's like, but at the end of the day, I ain't trying to bash somebody that's in religion or none of that because you know what I'm saying, we all flawed at the end of the day. Nobody's perfect.
But I'ma always one thing I say, and it'd be funny as hell. I try to get in a certain relationship with certain, you know what I'm saying, female, whatever, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, and I get the, doing certain things that make them upset or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But I tell her too, I ain't perfect, but 100. One thing about me, at the end of the day, as a man, you know what I'm saying, as a God body, you feel me? Like I'm, I'ma always strive to perfect myself. You feel what I'm saying? Always strive to to work on my alchemical transformation. It's
Fact,
all mental, mind over matter. You feel what I'm saying?
facts.
Mind over matter.
That's facts. Definitely got to work on the flaws. That's what I've been peeping. Like we all got flaws. Like even if we really just got to go get to the shadow work. Once we get to the shadow work, then we could really see where we really flawed at and see where we going wrong at. Like I don't even like arguing with people no more. It's to the point where like, man, if you, I'm not trying to stoop down to your level type shit. Or I'm really not. I don't even like arguments no more. Honestly, like even if they dead wrong, I just leave it alone because shit, we all flawed. It's like I don't even feel like getting into a back and forth with words. You know what I'm saying? That shit's
Yeah,
silly. But
it's futile, bro. It's futile. You know what I'm
facts,
saying? Whatever works for somebody, whatever works for you, work for you. You know what I'm saying? I just know it worked for me, man. And the results I get behind the shit that I do. 100. You feel me? Like, I'll be doing mantras and mudras, and I'll
we
be,
doing mantras,
I
doing
feel the,
mudras.
I feel the results from doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And
I ain't gonna lie, I know I told you about that time me and Aki had to low key do a fake exorcism.
yeah.
You know what
Oh
I told you
yeah.
about that time? Cause
Oh
look,
yeah.
so
But you talking
so
about cuz that was off the shroom, folks.
yeah, so
I was
could I
trying
ain't
to
even,
bring that nigga back, folks.
man. So long story short, one of the guys took more shrooms than what he needed. Me and Aki had to hop in shaman mode because we is shamans, you know what I'm saying? But we had to hop in shaman mode. He had the 432 hertz frequency toner. He hitting that. I'm sitting there. I'm doing mantras, mudras, yelling out Mani Padme on, singing hella different mantras, chanting Kemet mantras. Right, learn something from Baba Haru. I'm chanting Kemet mantras in there. Cuz chanting mantras. He got the 432 hertz toner. We smacking that. Then, you know what I'm saying? He came back into where he was before. I'll just say that. I ain't gonna get too much into detail, but
Folks
it
was
was fake
gone.
like an exorcism because all the exorcism is the root word is like exercise, right? So you
Exercise
exercising
that
that
spirit.
energy, yeah,
Yeah.
exercising that energy out of the body
Yeah.
because you know energy don't die. It can only be transformed or
Transform.
transferred.
Yeah.
And then
That's
while
why.
we was doing, hold on, God,
No
before I
fault.
lose my thought, you good.
Okay.
While we was doing the exorcism, we started to feel the energy come upon us. We've had fake got lightheaded, had to sit down, start sweating. But so we end up cracking the door so that energy could leave, and then we was end up becoming better. But energy never die. That shit only get transferred and literally exercising that energy out of somebody. It could go into you or just leave out through the door, crack window or something. But go ahead.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll be feeling like I'm a walking vortex, bro. I absorb so much energy, folks. Like, bro, it ain't even no joke, bro. I literally, bro, I'll be around motherfuckers, just feel they vibe, folks. But one thing about me, I channel that energy though. Like, even if I get real emotional, even though I feel like I gotta cry or some shit, I allow
Mm-hmm.
myself to experience the feelings. The feelings of just being sad or at my lowest and shit, bro. I don't fight back. You know what I'm saying? I just allow, cause I feel like my spirit wanna feel this shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause before we came into this humanity shit, for this flesh, boy, I felt, bro, I feel like we was at such a perfected absolute state. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's just a perfected state. You know what I'm saying? You want to experience this being human. You know what I'm saying? And your heart broke, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And 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 I feel like once you learn how this shit feel, now you can use this to 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 grow and transform and evolve,
Mm.
bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of like weaponize my emotions by getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I weaponize, like I this just a mindset. You know what I'm saying? How I rewire my mind, bro. You feel what I'm saying? How
Mm-hmm.
I train my brain, bro. You know what I'm saying? And your
Yeah,
brain,
anger a powerful emotion. Like all anger is energy. Like all emotions is energy and motion. So you know what I'm saying? Once you get that feeling any emotion, they all transmutable. You know what I'm saying? You can
hell,
transmute all of them.
hell yeah. It's it's definitely like it's an ongoing process. Energy is just a constant flux. Like it's constantly moves, bro. That's chaos, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been seeing 666 like a motherfucker lately, bro. Especially
Mm.
when I be buying like I be going to this little food place by my job and shit. For I be getting 2 tacos and shit every time. I be saying 666. Man, if I see this number again, folks, keep saying, but we know what that shit mean, bro. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. You know what I'm saying? That melanin number, folks. That melanin,
And
bro.
then, no, go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Now that melanin, bro, that's that chaos particle, bro. That chaos, bro, steady in a constant state of flux, bro. It's steady moving, bro. It's steady moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I be feeling my energy, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always exercise my energy. We always going about different creative ways for my alchemical transformation. You know what I'm saying? Going rising my energy back to that Godhead, you feel me? My
Mm.
certain state of enlightenment, certain state of gnosis and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. I'm glad you brought up 666 because some people, I guess, get triggered by those numbers. But then again, we just gonna use common sense with it. 666 is what? 18. 1 plus 8 is what? 9. What is 9? 9 is a universal number. You see, 9 could represent birth, born, womb, life. You know what I'm saying? 9 represents a whole lot. It's instead of getting scared on what you was taught about some numbers.
Each number has a different angle. Each number has a different
Mm-hmm.
frequency to it. You
All
can
right.
utilize these numbers and weaponize these numbers to bring about a different change in your life to manifest certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the universe operates on numbers and codes and shit, a Dinkra code. But to tap on
Yeah. I'm
that,
glad you. Yeah. Go ahead.
to tap on that number 9 subject, my life path. That's my life path number, and I got some on my wall that say the 9 life path is so complex and multi-layered that you cannot help but become involved in the metaphysics of life. You have an insatiable appetite for the spiritual and psychological. A basic
Mm,
understanding of reincarnation is desirable because this lifetime is likely to be your last. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And I definitely that shit it resonated with me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's my life path number, and number 9 is powerful. That's the end of all. It's like it's basically the end of something.
yeah.
So that's the last
Basically.
number. Yeah.
And then it's crazy. It was a cold ass video. You seen it with KRS-One and another dude that was breaking down. I think he was rapping one of KRS songs or something, but he was talking about the number 9.
I don't. I probably got hit. I probably heard that shit.
I'm gonna have to send that shit to you. That shit was dope as hell.
I
That
know that.
shit was
I know
super
that
dope.
one song. My pops, you stay playing that shit for motherfucker like the bridge is over. The bridge is over.
Hmm.
On
But so yeah, before we get out of here, what do you feel is the importance of ancestors, of our ancestors?
We are ancestors. Like every single cell in our body, every
That's
single
exactly what I was finna say. Oh,
you
bro.
could get reference to your ancestors, was actually which I definitely would suggest that you do when you tap into your spiritual nature or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But just know we be like our ancestors, man. I miss my homies, my dead homies. I miss my ancestors, my bro. They not gone. They literally like right here. They live inside of you. You know.
Facts.
Now we think. See, this is a holographic illusion, bro. We think we are inside this world. No, bro. This world is inside of us, our mind, our conscious. But our
Mm.
conscious, it renders this as reality. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like when you close your eyes, what do you see, bro? When you go to sleep at night, what do you see? You know what I'm saying? You could tap in. We have brain waves, bro. Our brain waves go to the geomagnetic grid of the planet. It's when you could tap in the spirit, or you could access you could talk to your long lost loved ones or whatever, like with hoodoo and all that stuff. With ancient African traditions, they talk to the deceased relatives or whatever. Your ancestors live within you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You feel me?
That's deep. I'm glad you said that because that's true as hell. Like, especially your immediate ancestors, like your great grandma, great grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we should venerate. Well, I feel like all of the elders in our family, we should ask them as many questions as we can before they transition. I wish I would have got to ask my pops more questions, but really the elders in our family try to, even though they probably don't know too much because slavery wasn't that long ago, but you still want to ask some important questions, some real
Mm-hmm.
important questions. And then definitely how like the ancestors, we are the ancestors at the end of the
Yeah,
day. So it's like why not venerate them? Like especially if we looking at the great things they done with the pyramids, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even just like the societies and like the spiritual systems they creating order. Like we are people of order. You know what I'm saying? Like even though melanin is chaos, we still a people of order. We create,
yeah,
spiritual orders and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like they laid out some perfect spiritual orders to template your life off of. Cause
yeah,
I feel like we definitely gotta go back to ancient times and not believe everything that the ancients believed in. You don't gotta believe everything your ancestors believe in, but you go to your ancestors, go to the ancient societies, see what they believed in, a few different societies, because there's many of them referencing different pantheons, but go to a lot of different ones, look at what their spiritual systems talk about, and then base yours off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they damn near all equal at the end of the day.
100, 100. What I say? Soy pero de corazón, tengo la fe de un grano de
Mm.
mostaza. Estoy fuego y relampago. Under the flag of Morocco. Elohim in the flesh, GodBody. A nigga unstoppable. JD, they cannot stop you. On my mama, bro.
Hold on, what song is that?
That was my Islam song I posted, bro.
You dropped that? You dropped it?
Yeah, bro. I was on that just spitting, bro.
It's on Apple Music.
Yeah. No, it's on YouTube. I just posted it on YouTube. I made some dope ass cover art. I was like, all right, man, let me drop this. Called it I.S.L.A.M Master.
Mm.
I.S.L.A.M Master. It's
But nah, before we get out of here too, I know it's getting late, but we gotta
yeah.
touch on the science of metaphysics, and then I want to touch on of psilocybin. Really, what before we get into the psilocybin, what do you feel the science of metaphysics is? Like a basic breakdown of metaphysics. And
Ooh.
matter of fact, if you didn't already, go listen to that Nine Ether Metaphysical video out,
It's
and it's
time for
also
metaphysical.
yeah.
I can't
Also
make
on the mixtape, SEKHEMINC, okay, Metaphysical. That's a dope track. Check out the video too. But go ahead, bro.
man. Metaphysics. Metaphysics is nothing but I think the definition is like pertaining to supernatural things outside of space and time or something like super.
Yeah, it's beyond human perception.
Yeah, beyond human perception. Like, all right, when I started fucking with going outside, put my feet in the roots of nature, opening out, I felt energy portals, energy centers open up within my vessel, because I understand that we have a vessel, layers, it's layers of energy upon our flesh, which is called our aura, energy body or whatever. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hold on. Before you get deep, we gotta expand on that. Cause that low key was leaving my mind. I ain't heard that info in a minute. So what's the three main bodies? It's five main bodies because we got the mental body,
Mental,
the spiritual body,
spiritual,
the etheric
etheric,
body,
emotional,
yeah, emotional body.
your celestial body. I
The
don't even
five.
know which one I activated, bro. I was just, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I damn near like I dived head first in this shit, bro. Not
Mm,
even know what I was doing, but it take a sound mind. My Aki told me this. He said, "Nigga, you got a strong ass mind, especially to see the shit you experience, cause he know exactly what I be talking about, bro. My homie, he done had experiences dealing with certain, dealing with spirits and stuff, seeing stuff, and
mm-hmm.
opening different psychic faculties within your mind and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went like I ain't gonna lie, like I was watching New Light Tools, bro. Yusuf was saying, don't stay at the moon, folks. Joe,
Could
I
be a
used to smoke,
lunatic, bro.
bro. Nigga, I used to smoke weed, look at the moon, folks. Nigga, tell me why, bro. I kept doing that shit, boy. Why I thought I got laced or something, folks. My motherfucking brain was like, I had a dream. I don't know if this was the reason why, bro. But I did put a quartz crystal under my pillow, folks. I went to sleep, Joe. I had a dream, folks. I'm talking about, Joe. I was like, you see how I'm like how I'm up right now, like everything I'm observing. I was inside of my dream observing shit. I was like walking down the street. I looked up in the sky. I'm thinking I'm up awake. I look up in the sky, boy. I see two moons. I see two moons, bro. Soon as I see the two moons, I became aware of everything. I'm up in my dream and I'm oh shit, I try to wake myself up, try to get back to my body. That was probably me activating like my astral body or whatever and tapping in. I wouldn't call it a lucid dream. I think that was just an out of body experience, bro. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope. That's dope as hell. You just brought that up because I wasn't even finna mention this, but so you said you seen two moons in your dream, right?
Yeah, two
And
moons.
science, right? So look, that's been talked about from like a lot of the great historians and shit. Two moons, but it was no scientific evidence on it. Just now, recently, science has just confirmed that it's damn near another moon in our orbit that we don't see.
Bro. It the clouds, the chemtrails, the dome in the sky. I kid you not. Oh, if I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. I done had plenty experiences in my dreams where I look up in the sky and it's so many fucking stars that fill the sky and planets and shit, bro. It don't make no sense. I swear to God,
Mm-hmm.
bro. It's so many stars, but down here on this third dimensional plane, bro, we limited to so much. We can't really actually see what's going on up there, bro. I promise to God, bro. It'll blow your mind, bro. How beautiful it is too, bro. How the constellations and stuff, bro. Like we supposed to be able to see the stars at night. We barely can see any of the stars at nighttime now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, the stars should be lighting up the night. Really? Well, with the
but
moon too.
but you go outside at night, you always gonna see that one star, that one specific star. I think you know what I'm talking about. That one specific star when you
Yeah,
look
they
up.
they say that was supposedly that was supposed to be Nibiru, but it was another name for it. I forgot. No, that's Sirius. Ain't that
That,
Sirius?
that's your soul.
Hmm.
That's
Hey,
your
I'm
soul.
from Sirius, so damn nah. Damn nah.
That's you looking at yourself. Cause I know for a fact when I was in Wisconsin, bro, I was staring at the star and it kind of became my pupil, folks. And I don't know how to explain it, but I was gauging that motherfucker, and I just seen the shooting star day before my niece was born, bro. I felt like that was a sign, bro. You know what I'm saying? The more you stargaze, I've been working on stargazing. The more you stargaze, the more you interacting with, I feel like, that solar energy. You know,
Mm,
that celestial energy. You know what I'm saying? That's
that's
that's why
facts.
I've been trying to. That's why I've been trying to work on. You know what I'm saying? Connecting with the stars and the sun. You feel me? Pulling
Yeah, I
down that.
feel like metaphysics. Well, no, my bad. Go ahead.
Now you good. You good.
Yeah, so I feel like metaphysics. Of course, for number one, it is beyond things beyond human perception, but also it's like I believe it's like I think ain't quantum physics sort of like metaphysics or something like that.
It's damn the same thing. Quantum physics is dealing with the quantum realm, and the quantum
Right.
realm is
And it's
basically.
basically, yeah, it's shit that you can't really explain because it's an experiment called the double slit experiment. Basically, I'm gonna try to put it up on here if I could find it, but they was shooting electrons through a hole, and basically the electrons they were shooting through a hole, they observed the first pattern it made. Then once they observed it, basically they put a camera in there. The electrons changed this pattern basically by all physical observation. It changed this pattern, and that goes to the science on quantum physics where they say everything is a wave of potential until it's
Yeah.
until it's observed in the third reality and it collapses back down into its solid form or to its actual characteristic or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Our brain waves, these colors, these vibrations, everything is vibration, folks.
Mm.
Our brain waves is collapsing these particles into matter. Once you don't observe something, it no longer exists. You feel what I'm
And you
saying?
know it's a great way to experience that is taking some psilocybin. That shit happened damn near. You might have to take a decent amount, but I'm guarantee you off the psilocybin, which is also magic mushrooms or whatever. But psilocybin it does not make you hallucinate. Okay, hallucinations, that's not what's going on. You can't hallucinate something that shit's coming from other dimensions, other realms. Like it would be damn near impossible for you to hallucinate something that you never thought of a day in your life, and you see that shit. That can't be
Mm-hmm.
hallucination because if you never thought of that shit a day in your life, why is you hallucinating seeing it? Because it's not a hallucination. So before
Yeah.
I get into that, yeah, that wave of potential, plenty of times off the psilocybin. Only took them probably like 7, 8 times, but plenty times off the psilocybin. I would see in my peripheral vision a solid object, not solid, but it's like it's moving. Like I'll be looking over here in my peripheral, the
I know
desk over there,
exactly
the
what you
desk over
talking
there, like the desk over there that's on the ground would be damn near close to the ceiling, and it'll look like a wave of potential until I focus on it. That shit collapse back down quick as hell into the desk. I
about.
experienced
Yeah.
this shit hella times. And then
I
one
know.
time, before you get into that, my bad blood, before you get into that, because I don't want to forget this point too. When I had seen, because we was talking about dimensions and shit too, and metaphysical and extraterrestrials and shit too. I've been supposed to throw this in there, but basically I end up seeing. I was in a parking garage with my homie. He in a passenger. My other homie trying to get me out the driver's seat so he could drive and shit. Because at this point I couldn't drive. You know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah, mother
like
booty,
I could not drive. I could not
mother
drive. I ain't gonna
booty,
lie.
son.
But off 3.5 of the psilocybin. My homie trying to get me out the car, he yanking me. I don't feel him. I'm looking at a brick wall in front of me. Out of nowhere, I kid you not, with everything I love, I seen, damn, they loud as hell with these motorcycles and shit. But look, I seen 7 entities. Well, I think I told you about this before. I seen 7 entities in front of me, clear as day, and it was like a white background in front of them, like
Uh-huh.
7 clear as day entities. Some of them was white, some of them was black, and it was a heavy set black lady giving me the finger like this, like check it out, like come here, like not on like no scary shit. I wasn't really scared. I was speechless because for one, I never seen something like that before. Went to another dimension or whatever that was, but that was what I believe it was. due to me taking psilocybin, with how it affects your brain, I feel like I actually was able to, you feel me, hop in another dimension simultaneously while I'm inside of this dimension. I was
Yeah,
kind of split in between two, you know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
ended up seeing that shit because I never seen them a day in my life, never pictured
And,
them when I was a kid or none of that shit. Just 7 new people never seen before a day in my life.
and it feel
And
like you here, but you not here.
exactly. And that shit really gave me confirmation that the spirit realm is real and that other dimensions
Yeah,
are real. They have to be real. You know what I'm saying? And then science proves it. You know what I'm saying? I base a lot of stuff off science, even though I know some science is corrupt, but science proves it. You know what I'm saying? The basics of science. But go ahead, what you was talking about.
yeah. I'll meditate right now, bro. I could get in the trance, bro, and start seeing shit like certain symbols, and most of the time, usually, either a vortex will start opening. It'll probably be like geometrical shapes or whatever, but I see a vortex that like start spinning and opening. You feel what I'm saying? That'll be me, them to leaving my pineal or whatever.
See, that's
But
that's a good example of how you actually don't need this shit. Like, even though psilocybin great, you don't need it to really experience this extra shit. You
you're
know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
faced, and when you tap into this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? They take a sound mind because you're gonna be faced with your demons, bro, for 100.
Facts,
You're gonna start
facts.
seeing faces and shit, and but the faces start to turn into light and all that shit, and then they kind of go away, and then you start to experience, you know what I'm saying? It's all about having a sound mind,
I
and
definitely went through that phase. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
That's
bro,
facts.
yeah,
That's
and,
facts.
and then once you pick up the symbols, whatever from the meditation, once uh you know, you can have an astral experience, astral projection, or whatever they call it, and you can start visualizing things. This is where visualization come in, imagination. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And
Man, the human body is so powerful. Like, we don't even know, like, arm, leg, arm, head, like what that shit really mean. Like, motherfuckers don't
yeah,
even know.
yeah,
God body, real shit. Like the human body, human mind, our capabilities.
yeah.
It's just,
I hope niggas don't think my name GodBody JD just to sound cool and shit. Hell no, nigga,
mm,
I live this. It's a frequency, bro. My name is a frequency.
facts,
Shit, hold wait, I go to the motherfucking studio. What up, GodBody? You know how that make me feel, bro. You feel what
right?
I'm saying? And all that all of the just the stuff, things that the ideas, the thought forms that come from the word God body is attributed to me. You feel
Mm,
what I'm saying? Just off me changing my name, even my artist name or whatever, my nickname, God body, JD, God body. You know, it's a powerful frequency. You know what I'm saying? I had to align. I had to start aligning myself. I took what bro Yusuf said. Bro Yusuf, he said, give yourself a spiritual name or something. Give yourself a certain name that you can run with. You feel what I'm saying?
bro.
Buddy JD. You know what I'm saying? I like to call myself I made a name for myself in Arabic, Al-Malik Rasul
I
Allah,
ain't. What that mean, folks?
the King Spirit of God.
That's dope. Well, that's Arabic.
Yeah, Al-Malik Rasul Allah.
That's dope. Me and I keep trying to fake learn Yoruba right now. I
Shit,
ain't
I
gonna
got the
lie. We
book
definitely been procrastinating, but definitely need to learn a new language. Oh, let me get that.
on cheap. I'm trying to learn how to speak these I'm just trying to learn numbers in Europe.
I need that up off you once you. Oh, where you get that from? Amazon.
Probably, I think so. I just ordered
That's
this shit
dope.
on cheap. I got
Put that
hella
on the
books in this
put that on the
motherfucker.
screen one more time so I can see the.
It it ain't got all the Yoruba language words
Shit,
up
I
there. Like,
I just need to start off with the basics. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, this is basically like numbers and letters and stuff. And then it talk about the Shango festival up there. They got the different foods and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the Yoruba tradition, the Orishas, the 7 African powers from Southwest Nigeria. You got Yemiya, Obatala, Oya, Ogun, Shango, Alegua,
Yeah, well,
Orisha. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
better
to them.
what it is.
Shout out to them. That so in that. Now I know we just going off, but
Oh,
in
gee.
that Orisha tradition, Cause didn't they say like the prime creator was Adade or
Lulumare,
something? Yeah, Loom.
Lulumare. I got a song. I threw his name in the song. You feel me? But it's all different aspects of the creator. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
In the Yoruba, Orisha, they, you know, I was reading my Santeria book. It's practically down over like 400 Orisha, I think. You feel me? It's way more than just 7. You feel me? Like
Yeah, but
one of
ain't
them.
they all like they all other manifestations of the main seven, basically type shit, ain't
I
they?
think so. Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Cause that's how the Kemetic guys go, like over there in not Egypt, I ain't even gonna call it Egypt, but over there in Kemet, you know what I'm saying, where they had the seven main deities called the Neteru, but you know it's like them the 200, 300 Egyptian gods, but they all basically correlate to that seven main, and I think we do seven main because seven is a godly number. Seven is the number of completion. We got the seven Orishas, the seven Netaru, the Kemetic guys and shit. So seven definitely a powerful number. That's
Yes, sir.
yes, but we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We've been on here building for my last episode of the season. Okay, that's perfect actually, because this is the ninth episode, and I'm ending the season off on the ninth episode.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that's you know what I'm
Hey,
saying, universal.
hey, I had spit a ball now on Risha with put the Risha in my ball. I said Ayaki photo Shango
Oh yeah,
Bami
man. Yeah.
Kayami
Hey, oh
Majamu.
bro, I remember that shit. That shit was dope as hell. I ain't gonna lie, I remember that shit. But
I can't find my Shango bees though. Where I put them ones at?
all right,
Me.
before we get out of here and you leave a message for the family, before you leave your message, what's some cold shit that you seen off the silo side?
Joe, we was in the garage, Joe. Y'all tweet me out for I ain't gonna hold you. It was funny as hell though, folks. I went to that we was up in the garage, folks, and mind you, it's dark. We ain't got the lights on it up. Y'all doing that old money pad million. And Joe, I literally closed my eyes, bro. Why I still seeing y'all with my eyes closed, Joe?
Yes, sir. I swear to
Joe,
that's how it be. That's how
bro,
it be, folks.
I had to go. I had to open my eyes and press my phone screen to see if I still was alive.
Bro,
I
that's
was
real
tweaking.
shit.
Joe, I opened the door. Soon as I shouldn't have done this. I opened the door to go in the room with the light. Joe, when I say everything was lopsided, Joe, and like moving, bro, the whole room was like, I don't know how to explain. It was like I was outside space and time experiencing. I just, it was unexplainable, bro. Everything was just trippy as hell, bro.
That's fact. That's really cause of like I feel like it do something with your eyes and whether you like cause your eyes is connected to your brain. Due to science, your eyes connected to your brain. So they help you see more of the light spectrum, see the real shit. Cause you know one of the universal laws is vibration. How nothing rests, nothing sits still, everything vibrates, everything has motion. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's really what we see out that shit. But
Hell, hell
but
yeah, man.
hell yeah, and in darkness ain't no real such like darkness is a form of light. Like that's some real ancient knowledge right there. Darkness is a form of light.
It
Really
is.
is a form of light. Like even I don't know, man. God just said He seen us with His eyes closed. When I'm in and close my eyes, see like waves of potential. I call it like you will see waves of potential. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
darkness is really light, but yeah, man, we gonna get out of here for my last episode. You know, I had to stretch this bitch out. Ninth episode, ending it off for y'all on the understanding day. So I hope we gave some slight understanding, overstanding, understanding, exo standing, you know what I'm saying? But man, I appreciate the young guy, GodBody JD, also known as 40. You know that
Buddy.
four, yeah, that four a powerful number, but appreciate the young guy for coming on here and building with me. You know what I'm saying? On this Monday, Moon Day. But yes, you've been listening to the Elect Godcast. It's your brother, Netta Nature, also known as Nine Ether. Go listen to that new single out now called Devoted. It's fire. And make sure you don't miss out. Nine Hertz by Nine Ether is gonna be dropping 713, the mixtape. That's gonna be super dope. You don't want to miss out on that. Check out GodBody JD Music. You got some shit on Apple Music, bro?
Shit, I ain't been dropping in a minute, bro, but I'm definitely finna get back in the
Nah, you
studio.
got some cold shit. Y'all need to check out GodBody JD Trials and Tribulations on YouTube. That song raw as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. GodBody JD Trials and Tribulations. Really check out all the guys. Road Runner, Gito going crazy, been going crazy. Zay Loco. I know y'all heard of Zay Loco. Check out Zay Loco. But yes, we signing out. It's your brother, Netta Nature, also known as Ether. Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification ringer. Hop in the comments. Let me know who you want me to bring on her. Throw some questions in the comments. It's been Nine Ether and GodBody JD in the building. We signing out.
Master.
Yes,
Now
sir.
Ether tapped in.